Reports.
Now on CBS 46 News at 5.
We're learning new details about another rape at these apartments.
Please catch him. Please catch him.
You don't feel safe.
Police are trying to see if this is the crime of a serial rapist.
Tonight, residents from Cobb and Fulton counties will come face to face with reps from this company, which according to the EPA is releasing a cancer-causing toxin into the air.
I'm working to get results on a stretch of roadway that some call the worst in the metro area.
This car, I had to have front end work done.
I'll take you there, and we'll see what we can get done.
Right now, some Metro Atlanta residents are using bottled water or they're boiling their tap water because of what potentially could be coming through the pipes.
I'll put them in jugs or in water bottles.
How much longer they'll have to do this.
But first at 5, we are in storm mode, pinpointing severe storms moving throughout North Georgia. Good to have you with us. I'm Alicia Roberts.
I'm Sean Gables. We've been tracking these storms for the past hour. CBS 46's Ella Dorsey is pinpointing all of this, and it just seemed like it popped up, Ella.
Yeah, kind of out of nowhere, Sean. That's going to be the case through the coming days, and what you see on the radar map now will become more widespread through the rest of the week. A severe thunderstorm warning in Paulding County just expired. It does not look like the National Weather Service will extend that severe thunderstorm. However, there is still extremely heavy rain in northern Paulding County, moving into northern Cobb County, moving into Bartow County. You can see lightning, but there's also probably 40 or 50 mile per hour wind gusts right here in the middle of this storm. You can see the purple. That indicates to me extremely heavy, blinding rain, or possibly even some small hail. Our hail tracker is picking up on maybe pea-sized hail just to the north of Dallas in Paulding County. So a good idea, Ackworth, Marietta, and I-75, this very heavily traveled roadway and highway is going to be extremely backed up as this storm system moves over northern Cobb County in the next 20 minutes. If you live in Ackworth, Cartersville, Marietta, you can stay off the roads for the next 30 minutes. I would recommend to do so. Also, just down to the south in Douglas County, along I-20, just to the south of Austell, another storm system has popped up. Very heavy rain as well in this storm system. Another highway, I-20 in Douglas County, it's sitting right over you. So take it easy on the roadways, guys. It does look like these storms are moving very slowly and will take about 30 minutes to rain themselves out. Severe thunderstorm has now expired for Gilmer County as well. This system is completely falling apart as it pushes into Fannin County, so that is the good news. Looking south at the city, you can see kind of that wispy, kind of grungy look. It just, you really can't see the sun very much. Glenn asked me, hey, is it raining on 400? No, it's not. It's just very cloudy and very kind of gloomy because of the rain. Temperatures have fallen a degree in the last hour. We're now sitting at 89 degrees. It will be a warm and mostly dry evening for most of us, but about a 30% chance for those isolated showers until sunset. And then tomorrow, carbon copy of today. Temperatures near 90, a mix in sun and clouds, isolated thunderstorms through the afternoon and evening. I'm tracking the tropics. We'll break it all down for you coming up in just a minute. First, though, it is time to update you on those very busy and wet roadways. Glenn.
Yeah, and those rain clouds you could definitely see from 20 westbound. This is at Thornton Road right here, and you can see it's actually impacting traffic, that rain in this area. We also have one lane that's blocked off due to construction that is happening in this area. We'll take a closer look and see what's going on right here. Traffic is backing up close and very close to 285 right there to the western perimeter. As of right now, it's not there, but it is moving really slow heading westbound. 32 miles per hour is what people are doing. We take a bigger look at what's going on around the perimeter. 85 northbound, 13 minutes to get to Jimmy Carter from 285. And then to Holcomb Bridge from 285 on Georgia 400, 15 minutes. This is a look at your traffic right now. We'll be back in a couple of minutes with another look. We're going to send it over to Alicia and Sean.
All right, thank you, Glenn. We have a crime alert in Clayton County. Police are now looking for a man who broke into a woman's home and sexually assaulted her.
Yeah, the woman and her roommate tried to fight off the intruder, but he got away. All this happened at the Park at Terra Apartments in Jonesboro. CBS 46's Haley Mason is live there for us tonight. And Haley, at this hour, we've now learned police trying to see if this has any connection to a serial rapist in the area. What have you learned?
Alicia, there are a lot of things at play in this investigation, including that angle. But people I talked to today tell me they're just terrified here at the Park at Terra Lake Apartments to learn that yet another possible sexual assault has happened right in their community, this time just doors away and behind that broken entrance gate. Women we talked to at the park at Terra Lake Apartments tell us they're afraid and concerned after police say a woman was attacked and sexually assaulted by an intruder in her apartment.
With the gates being broken, I mean, it's scary because mine is facing the woods over there, and it's just got to be more diligent. I come home late at night, being a single parent. It's scary.
It all happened around 1 o'clock Monday morning. Apartment management placed these letters on residents' doors.
We were notified by the Clayton County Police Department of an unauthorized entry and attempted sexual assault that occurred on the property.
The woman told police she was sleeping on her sofa when a man came into her apartment, covered her face with his hands, and made her perform sexual acts. She says he threatened to kill her. When she pushed him away, he began punching her in the face and attacked her roommate, who woke up and tried to help.
I have children. I have a daughter, so I'm very concerned. Very concerned.
Police say they tried to track down the man in the woods, but only found the victim's stolen cell phone. Police tell us right now there's no evidence linking this suspect to the serial rapist at large, but they're aggressively investigating.
Last incident, a bunch of 2 detectives came to each unit over here. Incident happened maybe 2 months ago, but nothing today except for this in the door.
A woman should be able to walk safely in any area. Child, there's children. There's a school right there. There's a school right there. I had no idea, but please catch him.
The suspect here is described as a male with darker complexion, a low haircut, a thin mustache, and a slim build with defined abs. Police say that he's described as being between 5'10" and 6 feet tall and was wearing that night white and green boxer shorts. Reporting live in Jonesboro, Haley Mason, CBS 46 News.
A lot of people understandably on edge. Haley, thank you. And you can download the CBS 46 app for instant updates on this and other developing stories down to your neighborhood. Just text CBS 46 to 23765.
And new at 5 tonight, outraged residents will come face to face with representatives from a company accused of releasing a chemical into the air that is known to cause cancer.
Yes, Sterigenics is the company that uses the chemical ethylene oxide to sterilize medical equipment. The plant where that chemical is produced is located between Cobb and Fulton counties. CBS 46's Carolyn Ryan is live outside Campbell Middle School in Smyrna, where in just about 2 hours, Carolyn, people will have an opportunity to question company leaders, and we suspect there will be a lot of questions.
A lot of questions, and just to be completely transparent with you, I happen to live down the street from the Sterigenics plant, and I can tell you that the people in this community are outraged. They are scared and they want answers, and tonight they will have an opportunity to get answers. Again, at that meeting, it's going to be here at Campbell Middle School in Smyrna off Atlanta Road, and really this is a community-wide meeting to bring together residents, state and local leaders, and most importantly, representatives from Sterigenics. Now, there's been some confusion about where Sterigenics is and who needs to be worried about this. Well, everything that I've read online says Smyrna, but I can tell you that the Sterigenics address is technically an Atlanta address. So if you live in Cobb or Fulton counties, specifically Vinings, Smyrna, or parts of Buckhead, you need to be concerned with this story. And here's one resident. I want to show you some sound there that I spoke with her earlier. She says that residents in this area, again, mobilizing in a big, big way against this plant.
We're outraged. I mean, can you imagine hearing that there's carcinogenic toxins going into the air and your children are breathing them? We're really obviously aggravated about this. We're talking about our children's health. And so we are all going to the meeting tonight. We're wearing orange. We hope that everybody joins us. And we need to stand up to this big company, Sterigenics.
Now, today, we saw a company rep greeting a number of folks walking inside the plant with a big smile. We were told by a Georgia state representative that a handful of state, city, and county officials were there to have a pre-meeting ahead of tonight's meeting. So we're not sure what they talked about or what that was all about. But the one thing that everybody's wanting out of this entire situation is transparency. Now, that state lawmaker that I spoke with, Eric Allen, he's going to be at tonight's meeting. And one other quick note I'll make is he said that today today, he also met with the EPA. He met with them earlier today, and he said that the EPA does not plan on being at tonight's meeting. And that's interesting because folks are really wanting to find out why state leaders allegedly knew about these hot spots here in Georgia, but didn't send out some sort of release to the public to let them know that this cancer-causing toxin was in the air. So I'll have more on that part of the story coming up tonight at 6. For now, we're live in Smyrna. Carolyn Ryan, CBS 46 News.
Carolyn, you are all over it. Thank you. And that community meeting is tonight at 7 at Campbell Middle School in Smyrna. We'll be there and let you know exactly what happens.
Right now, jurors are back to work deliberating whether 2 foster parents killed 2-year-old Layla Daniel. This after a judge halted the trial because a member of the media approached one of the jurors. CBS 46's Ayanna Crystal live for us today with those details. Ayanna.
Alicia, this could have been a disaster for the prosecution. An AJC reporter tried to talk to one of the jurors who was wearing an identifying badge saying, "I know I'm not supposed to talk to you." Now, the problem with this is the media is not allowed to talk to anyone in the media because it could jeopardize the case. So because of this, the defense asked for a mistrial.
There was somebody apparently from the media who approached him and asked him how far along they were.
After the lunch break, deliberations were halted when it was reported an AJC reporter approached one of the jurors to talk about where they were at in deliberations. The judge brought the juror out to the jury box individually to ask him what happened and if it would affect him deciding this case fairly. He said it would not. The judge also then brought out the entire jury to reiterate they are not supposed to discuss this case with anyone. The juror reported the incident to the sheriff like he was supposed to, but an incident like this could have compromised the entire case.
We've been trying this case. We're in our 4th week. And what we don't need is members of the press putting themselves in a position where they're causing us trouble. There's a motion for mistrial that's been made by the defense.
Now, the judge denied the motion for a mistrial, so the jury continued to deliberate on the 49 charges. Now, I just got word moments ago that they have wrapped it up for the day and will continue deliberations tomorrow at 9 a.m. That's the latest in Henry County. Ayanna Crystal, CBS 46 News.
Ayanna, thank you. People in parts of Metro Atlanta are ordered to boil their water.
CBS 46 checking into when that advisory may be lifted.
West Nile virus has been detected in mosquitoes in DeKalb County. What you need to do on your property right now to protect yourself.
Tens of thousands of Gwinnett County school students will head back to school next week. What the district is doing to help keep them safe.
It's the perfect time to jump into Love Island.
The house is packed.
Love Island, CBS tonight.
Cheeto peppers are great.
Check.
What?
You're married.
No, I'm not.
Tell that to the white circle on your ring finger.
Oh.
I don't date cheaters.
My wife died.
I'm so sorry.
I'm gonna comp the shishito peppers.
Oh, that's okay.
The Unicorn coming to CBS this fall.
You know when you're at Ross and you score the perfect outfit? Game on. Now that's yes for less. Nothing beats getting the latest trends at 20 to 60% off specialty store prices. At Ross, yes for less.
You try hard. You eat right, mostly. You make time when you can. But sometimes life gets in the way, and that stubborn fat just won't go away. Cool Sculpting takes you further. A non-surgical treatment that targets, freezes, and eliminates treated fat cells. For good. Discuss Cool Sculpting with your doctor. Some common side effects include temporary numbness, discomfort, and swelling. Don't imagine results. See them. Cool Sculpting. Take yourself further.
Ever look at your paycheck and think, there's gotta be a better way? Well, here's some news. There is, and I can show it to you. I'm Fan Merrill, star of A&E's hit TV show, Flip This House. I taught thousands of people how to start making money in real estate. Now it's your turn. Next week, we're conducting a free 2-hour educational workshop in the Atlanta area where you'll learn my secrets, like how to start flipping homes for profit in your spare time using other people's money and how to put money in your pocket every month by investing in income properties. Real estate is a powerful powerful tool that has made millions of people wealthy. But you can't make your first dollar until you take your first step. Come to my free workshop and take advantage of this amazing opportunity. It could mean a lifetime of financial security.
To get 2 free tickets to Than's workshop, text your 5-digit zip code to 67,000. Seating is extremely limited, so text your 5-digit zip code to 67,000. Text in the next 10 minutes, and you'll also reserve a free copy of Than's Money for Deals Guide. Just text your zip code to 67,000.
You know when you're at Ross and realize you can get everything you need? Oh, yeah. Yep. Yes. To feel like a boss. That's Yes for Less. 20 to 60% off specialty store prices for every room and every budget at Ross. Yes for Less.
Troncalli Subaru and Subaru of Kennesaw are proud sponsors of CBS 46 Cares Books to Kids.
We are following breaking news just into the CBS 46 newsroom. The number of probable cases of Legionnaire's disease linked to a downtown Atlanta hotel is climbing. The State Department has now confirmed that number up to 57. That is up 2 cases from what we told you yesterday. Right now, there are also 11 lab-confirmed cases of the disease. The department says they are all related to the Legionella outbreak at the Sheraton Atlanta Hotel. So far, no reported deaths tied to the outbreak. It is a story that we will continue to follow both on air and online. Now at 5, we have an update on a boil water alert in effect for some in the metro. Experts now urging people in certain areas of Metro Atlanta not to drink the tap water unless they boil it first.
This is a story we first broke on the CBS 46 News app last night. The areas include portions of Southwest Atlanta, Fairburn, Union City, and the city of South Fulton. CBS 46's Rebecca Schramm reports it could be late tonight or tomorrow before the advisory is lifted.
The problems started here at the Adamsville pump station in Southwest Atlanta. It was Monday evening when the power went out. That triggered a loss of pressure in a portion of the drinking water system that serves a small portion of Southwest Atlanta near 285 and Cascade Road and a larger area outside the perimeter that includes parts of Fairburn, Union City, and the city of South Fulton. The pumping was restored a little more than an hour later, but just to be on the safe side, the Department of Watershed Management issued a boil water advisory. Stephen Kirks lives in the city of South Fulton. He took the department's advice, not knowing what type of impurities the drop-in water pressure knocked loose from the pipes.
Well, I'll boil maybe 3 or 4 more pots, let them cool off, and I'll put them in jugs or in water bottles.
The practice is especially important for people who care for young children, the elderly, or anyone with weak immune systems. Kirks says boiling his tap water is a bit of an inconvenience, but he's trying to stay positive.
There are worse situations you could go through. I mean, boiling water, well, at least the water's there. The electricity's on. My AC works.
Watershed Management is expecting its first round of test results tonight. We'll let you know when the impacted areas get the all clear. In Atlanta, Rebecca Schramm, CBS 46 News.
Rebecca, thank you. We are going in depth with advice on how to make sure your tap water is safe to drink. We checked with Atlanta-based Centers for Disease Control. The agency says make sure you bring water to a broiling boil for at least 1 to 2 minutes before you turn off the heat. If you have a water filter, make sure you still boil your tap water. And don't forget about your pets. They must follow the same guidelines for their water too.
Now, CBS 46 Pinpoint Weather, certified Atlanta's most accurate forecast.
A cold front is slowly moving into our area, and as it moves closer, our rain chances will increase through the end of the week. The high pressure that's brought us a dry stretch will be replaced by afternoon thunderstorms and more clouds than sunshine once again all the way through the weekend. Right now, no severe thunderstorms on the map, but I am quite concerned about this storm right here in eastern Douglas County. It popped up about 30 minutes ago. It has been raining extremely heavily heavily for the last 45 minutes. And this is right along I-20, just out of the city. So for many of you that commute along I-20, you're going to run into a ton of rain, blinding downpours, and potentially even some hail. Again, along I-20 just outside of Douglasville, we're picking up on dime-sized hail. So this storm is very strong. It'll probably cause big traffic delays. So take it extremely easily if you commute out of the city on I-20 westbound. Also, moving out of Paulding County, a pretty big storm system making its way into Acworth, seeing light rain all along. Really the 575-75 split. You're going to run into that light rain through Cartersville. Dallas area got hit with some very heavy showers earlier. Marietta's still dry, but both of these thunderstorms are slowly moving into Cobb County, so wouldn't be surprised if it's pretty gloomy over Marietta right now. Other than that, there's a few showers in the mountains, but nothing very strong, and that will be the case through the evening. Most of us will just see about a 20% chance for rain between now and the time that the sun sets, and then we should dry out through the overnight hours. But once again, this is going to be the story through the rest of the week. We're going to see these spotty thunderstorms continue and become more widespread through the day tomorrow. So partly to mostly cloudy skies for the first half of the day tomorrow. We'll see the sunshine at times tomorrow. You can see by 3 p.m. we start to see those isolated showers pop up. A few of them could be very heavy and strong tomorrow evening, especially from Atlanta up to the north. Northeast Georgia will be the focus area for the most rain in the coming days. And that should hold temperatures there down into the 80s. Most of us tomorrow will make it to 90 degrees. By Thursday, the front will be really right on the Georgia-North Carolina border. That will extend our showers pretty much through the whole area, and rain chances increase significantly on Friday. Looks like widespread thunderstorms will continue into the weekend. So overall, this system, it's going to drop a good amount of rain all the way up through the mid-Atlantic region. Here in Georgia, we're forecast to get widespread areas of 1 inch or more rain. Guys, we desperately need that. In the last couple weeks, it has been extremely dry. We've gotten only 2 inches of rain this month. Normally at this time, it's almost 5 inches. So we do need that rain. So when you see it in your area, don't take it for granted. The grass will be happy. Your plants will be happy. It does look like we'll see those scattered showers last through the end of the weekend. Glenn.
Talk about impact. This is a live look at 20 westbound, and that rain that Ella was just talking about, you can see it's actually coming down pretty hard right here in this area. I mean, traffic is at a standstill in some parts of I-20 right now. This is at Lee Road, and you can barely even see the road in this area. Let's take a closer look and see what's going on in this area. We also have an accident spot that happened on Thornton Road, and there's also construction. So that is, you know, that culmination is building up traffic in this area, almost back towards 285. We can see that. But when you get a little closer, heading into Douglasville, you see traffic is moving about 17 miles per hour. So if you're going to be on 20 or you're heading out the door right now, you may just want to think that again. Sit tight for a little bit, let this rain come through, and then you'll be able to get on these roads, and it should clear up after that. We'll be back in a couple of minutes with another look at traffic. Going to send it back over to the desk.
All right, thank you, Glenn. Well, so many Democratic presidential candidates. It takes 2 nights of debates.
Yeah, slightly crowded. Just ahead, we have a preview of the first round happening tonight.
A massive data breach at Capital One. More than 100 million customers affected. Ahead, who police say is behind the breach. What you need to know if you are a victim.
I'm looking for a hookup. To the point of this exercise is for you to find someone to copulate with.
It looks like Sheldon has the magic touch.
Oh, that is so awesome.
Thank you. Have you chosen one to copulate with?
Next Big Bang.
Tonight at 7 on CBS 46. For a limited time, Allgood will buy back your old inefficient HVAC system when we take up to $1,500 off your new heating and cooling system purchase. Allgood Plumbing, Electric, Heating, and Cooling.
Allgood Services. Call allgood.com.
Warped, cracked, and stained shingles can be a sign that your roof is in dire need of an upgrade. Don't let those small issues grow into a big one. Call Southern Window and Siding Company. We've been providing homeowners a trusted partner for over 51 years. Our high-quality Atlas roofing systems are durable and feature Scotch Guard protection to resist ugly algae stains and streaks. And we have lots of colors available to complement your home. Keep your roof looking great for years to come and call now for great savings during our $89 installation sale. Get your new roof installed for only $89 with 100% financing and low monthly payments from Atlanta and throughout North Georgia. Call during this program and receive $500 in customer cash savings. But this offer's only for a very limited time. Only from Southern Window and Siding Company. Give us a call at 1-800-226-4762. 1-800-226-4762. You'll be glad you did.
Are your drains filled with dirt, grease, or hair? Call All Good Plumbing, Electric, Heating, and Cooling today for our $69 drain cleaning special. Visit callallgood.com.
All Good Services. Callallgood.com.
Not every car is lucky enough to be an AutoNation one-price pre-owned vehicle. Only the best make the cut. They must pass our worry-free inspection to ensure their quality. And we clearly mark them with our guaranteed lowest price. So there's no negotiations, no back and forth. That's what it takes to be an AutoNation one-price pre-owned vehicle. So don't wait. Save on over 20,000 one-price pre-owned vehicles. Hurry to the AutoNation store near you or visit AutoNation.com.
So you've just been in an accident. Here are 3 things you must remember. 1, see a doctor immediately. You could have injuries you don't even realize. 2, never give a recorded statement to the insurance company. What you say could be used to deny your claim. 3, call a personal injury attorney like John Boy and Associates, with the experience and history of success to handle your case.
Knowing your rights is half the battle. Let me handle the rest.
Get the strong arm.
Now to Campaign 2020. The Democrats who want to be your next president are preparing for round 2 of debates. The debates are over the next 2 nights in Detroit, and the first 10 candidates will take the stage just a few hours away from now.
Yeah, the stakes pretty high for the crowded field of candidates. Karen Kafa has a preview.
Senators Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren have similar ideas and similar poll numbers, but don't expect a battle royale.
I just don't think that this Democratic primary is about attacking other Democrats.
The 2 top-tier progressives, more likely to lean on areas where they agree, like Medicare for all and student loan forgiveness, to bolster their case that Donald Trump is best challenged from farther left. But the moderates, especially the long shots, want to be heard too.
We can go down the path of these very far left policies, turn off the middle of the country, and give the election to Donald Trump. Or we can run on common sense solutions.
The debate backdrop of Detroit highlights Rust Belt losses that dealt a fatal blow to Hillary Clinton's 2016 White House bid. Pete Buttigieg has been talking up his Midwest roots.
Our part of the country, I think, is where so much of the key to winning the presidency and moving the country forward lies.
Buttigieg may have to balance that geographic appeal tonight with fighting fire from Beto O'Rourke, who has seen his polling and fundraising numbers disappoint as Buttigieg has been on the rise.
I'm really thinking through how on a very crowded stage with really talented candidates, we can stand out.
Both vying to emerge as a younger party voice with 3 top contenders, 70 or over. In Detroit, I'm Karen Kafa.
And CBS 46 political analyst Dr. Rashad Ritchie joins us all new at 6. He'll break down what we can expect with this latest round of debate. Lots to think about in a very crowded field. Well, just ahead at 5, we are following a West Nile alert in one metro county.
The simple steps you can take to reduce areas where mosquitoes can actually breed.
And as many students return to class next week, drivers need to remember the rules about what to do when a school bus stops in front of them. We're right back.
To find the truth, you ask the right questions.
Does Boeing have a credibility and transparency problem?
The CBS Evening News with Nora O'Donnell.
In every case, there's someone who stands to win or lose. But I stand for the truth.
We speak for those who don't have a voice.
We're the best at putting away the worst.
In my courtroom, we always get justice.
All Rise, coming this fall to CBS.
It's the summer sale and clearance at Rooms to Go. Save on sofa and love seat sets. Great choices at great sale prices. Like this set, sofa and love seat just $6.88 in 2 color choices. Now at the Rooms to Go summer sale and clearance.
About 97% of ladder-related injuries occur at home. So before you climb a ladder to make repairs to your old roof, call Southern Window and Siding Company. Our new Atlas roofing systems are durable, dependable, and with Scotchguard protection, you won't have to worry about stains or streaks. Act now during our $89 installation sale. Get your new roof installed for only $89. We have great financing, and call during this program to receive $500 in customer cash savings.
To the outside world, you look good, but you don't feel good. With polycythemia vera, PV, symptoms can change so slowly over time, you might not notice. But new or changing symptoms can mean your PV is changing. Let's change the way we see PV. You track and discuss blood counts with your doctor, but it's just as vital to discuss changing symptoms as well. Take notice and take action. Discuss counts and symptoms with your doctor. Visit takeactionpv.com.
Hi, this is Drew Tutt. This is the best time ever to own a brand new Jeep because it's the summer of Jeep. Ed Voles is North Georgia's #1 Wrangler dealer with over 600 Jeeps to choose from. Right now, you can own a new Renegade for as little as $15,977 or a brand new 2019 Jeep Grand Cherokee for $26,877. But if that's not enough, how about no payments for 90 days on 2019 Compass, Cherokee, and Grand Cherokee? Only at Ed Voles Jeep, Cobb Parkway, Marietta.
During the Rooms to Go Kids and Teens Summer Sale and Clearance, get this back-to-school bonus buy. A complete twin daybed with pop-up trundle, plus 2 twin mattresses, just $5.99. Choose from 3 colors at the Rooms to Go Kids and Teens Summer Sale and Clearance.
We are continuing in storm mode, a new severe thunderstorm warning. This is for the storm that we've been tracking in Douglas County along I-20 that has been dropping extremely heavy rain about for the last 45 minutes. So this is not a new storm, and that makes the heightened threat even higher because it's been raining for so long in this area. Cobb County, southern Cobb County, also eastern Douglas County, and extremely eastern Fulton County, just the very edges of Fulton County along 285 are under the severe thunderstorm warning for the next 30 minutes. This includes areas like Powder Springs, Austell, even Pebblebrook Estates seeing extremely heavy rain. And this system, it's stationary. It is not moving. That's the bad news. So it's just dropping this heavy rain at a rate of about 10 inches per hour. And it's been raining for an hour. So if that gives you some perspective, there's absolutely pooling on the sides of the roads on I-20. And it does look like we're seeing big backups from that. In addition to the rain and the lightning, we're also seeing small hail in the Douglas County area just off of Douglasville exit. So really, if you can stay off the roads, I implore you to do so. It does look like this hail is going to move off to the east over the next hour or so. So Austell could begin to see hail. Again, well-traveled, very, very heavily traveled I-20 area just outside of 285 seeing this heavy storm. And up to the north, you can see some showers outside of Ackworth, Marietta, along I-75 and 575. So really anyone traveling out of the city to the west or north is going to run into rain. And this is what it looks like on the map. This is looking west. You can see how dark it is. If you're leaving work and this is what you're headed into, if you can wait it out for about 30 minutes, especially if you drive along I-20, I absolutely ask that you do that just because of the backups. Right now, 89 degrees in the city. We'll fall into the 70s overnight. These isolated showers will continue until sunset, and then they'll spark back up tomorrow. Let's talk about the roadways more because, whew, this rain is really affecting them. Glenn, you've been watching the cameras. It looks pretty bad out there.
Yeah, you were just talking about that hail. You can see some of that hail coming down in some of our cameras right here. This is actually a camera on 20 at Lee Road. You can just see how bad it is coming down in this area. Cars and vehicles are moving very, very slowly. Let's take a closer look. You see right here in 285, even up in this area here at the top of the perimeter, you can see where that storm is affecting those spots. But let's get closer in to Douglas County and Douglasville, actually. We're moving in this area right here because that car accident actually has moved over to the side. But you can see the effects of this. I mean, westbound, 11 miles per hour. Going eastbound, 17 miles per hour. If you're going to be on the roads, you definitely want to pack your patience, but I would highly suggest staying off until this storm passes away. We'll be back in a couple of minutes with another look at your traffic. I'm going to send it back over to the desk.
Yeah, rain and not a good combination for the afternoon rush, Glenn. Thank you. Now at 5:30, a health alert in DeKalb County. Nearly a dozen areas have mosquitoes infected with the West Nile virus. Here's a look at where those infected bugs are buzzing around, and you can really see it's pretty much spread out throughout the entire county. Here's a little bit of good news. Fortunately, at this hour, no one has gotten sick so far yet this year.
CBS 46's Megan Packer joins us live in Avondale Estates, just one of the spots where mosquitoes were trapped. And Megan, what is the county doing to make sure this does not spread?
Sean, a few different things. For one, they're always putting these traps out like this one here. They've got them set up throughout the county. They are constantly testing mosquitoes, seeing if they are testing positive for the virus. They also sprinkle larvicide in storm drains in other areas to prevent mosquitoes becoming bigger, biting adults. And as we saw firsthand today, they're also going door to door, making sure you are educated. All right. Pounding the pavement in the July heat, knocking on doors and leaving literature behind. These DeKalb County Board of Health workers are also keeping an eye out.
Oh, especially this. That is problematic.
Natasha Agramonte knows anything you would want to know about mosquitoes.
There's a lot of empty pupil cases in there, which means that a lot of mosquitoes have hatched out.
She's part of the team going door to door educating people after mosquitoes tested positive for West Nile virus in 11 out of 25 trapping sites throughout DeKalb County.
If someone is seeing mosquitoes in the general vicinity of their property and getting bitten, they're breeding those mosquitoes nearby on their property. So it's not coming from a nearby lake or a creek.
And because of the trees, I can't get much vegetables. So
Saber Hansen loves to be out in her yard of 32 years, but she learned a thing or two from this team.
If you come and you look, you can see all the mosquitoes that have hatched and are right up at the top trying to get out.
Oh, okay. I had a friend whose daughter got West Nile virus, and so, yeah, it's scary.
Get rid of any standing water on your property where mosquitoes like to breed. In buckets, toys, even magnolia leaves, because unfortunately,
they're very clever. They're very good at surviving.
Yes, we saw that today for sure. We learned a thing or two as well as we followed that team around. Now, the experts say most people who get bitten by an infected mosquito won't even know the signs or get sick, really. But there was one West Nile-related death in DeKalb County last year. So as you can imagine, it's something they take very seriously. We are reporting live in DeKalb County tonight. I'm Megan Packer, CBS 46 News.
Good reminder for us all to check our properties. Megan, thank you. Well, it is back to school time. Yes, it is. Summer vacation coming to a close for the largest school system in Georgia. More than 180,000 Gwinnett County students will head back to class on Monday, and that means thousands of buses will be on the streets. CBS 46's Ashley Thompson shows us what's being done to keep students safe.
What's your favorite thing about going to school?
Playing at the park with my friends.
Celine will start first grade in just a matter of days. She'll be on one of 1,600 Gwinnett County buses.
It's 70 times more safer to be on a school bus than it is for you to be in your personal car heading to school.
133,000 Gwinnett County school students will ride the bus this year. While the risk for injury may be lower in a school bus, there is still a threat. Take a look at some of this video. Drivers illegally flying past Gwinnett County school buses.
So we have 300 cameras on our school buses, and those just provide another reminder that it's so important to slow down and to stop appropriately when you see those flashing lights.
A little more than 20,000 citations were issued from the bus camera program last school year. Bus supervisor Jack Brown has seen firsthand the risks drivers take.
Well, the thing is, everyone is in a hurry, right? So instead of taking our time, they see these school buses and they want to go around us. They want to go around us, and that's when we can have an accident.
And officials are once again reminding drivers of the state's bus safety law.
Even if they're traveling the opposite direction and there's only a turning lane dividing the two roadways, they are required to stop. If there's a concrete barrier or a grass median barrier, they are not required to stop. They are encouraged to slow down in order to increase their reactionary time in case an emergency arises.
DPS tells us a major problem is still people on their phones. A lieutenant today telling us it's gotten worse because people are actually trying to hide their phones now, so they're looking down. So that is something officers will be watching closely for next week. In Gwinnett County, Ashley Thompson, CBS 46 News.
Ashley, thanks. The school year already underway in Rockdale County. Students went back to class yesterday, and this Thursday, thousands of other students will be back in school. Cobb, Henry, Cherokee counties are among the districts that go back. 'Tis the season. Not only for school, but also some football. The Atlanta Falcons' first preseason game just 2 nights away.
Okay, if you've been suffering from football withdrawal, this is your time. Emily Gagnon has a live report from Flowery Branch.
Your stinky sewer is no do-it-yourself project. At the first wink of a stink, call the expert sewer team at Mr. Plumber. When it comes to expert plumbers, nobody is better than Atlanta's Mr. Plumber. Call Mr. Plumber, night or day.
Every time you see an attorney on a billboard, think of Badu and Associates. The attorneys at Badu and Associates have helped thousands of injured people, and they've recovered millions of dollars for their clients. So whenever you see an attorney on a billboard, think of the law firm that gets serious results. Badu and Associates. If you've been injured, call right now. 404-800-0000.
We call it the Mother's Standard of Care, and it's helped us set the standard for how we care for each of our cancer patients.
Wow.
Like Job. When he was diagnosed with cancer, Job was afraid his older daughter would only remember Dad as being sick, weak, and that his baby girl wouldn't remember him at all. When Job came to Cancer Treatment Centers of America, his doctors and care team created a personalized plan to treat both his cancer and side effects to help him stay strong throughout his treatment. Job's team also provided emotional support for his wife, Sarah. That way he could focus on his most important job, just being Dad. That's the Mother's Standard of Care. This is how we inspire hope. This is how we heal.
I love you guys.
Cancer Treatment Centers of America. Appointments available now.
I'm Regina Mungie. I see how hard Scott works every day to help families in our community that have been impacted by a tragic accident. I hope you'll never need an attorney. But if you do what I do. Call Scott.
Mungie and Associates.
It's the Honda Summer Spectacular event, which means more of this. The kind of elation you can only experience after getting a great deal on a Honda Civic or Civic hatchback. Or an Accord. All come standard with the Honda Sensing suite of safety and driver assistive features. And as you can see, all will provide you with plenty of joy. Come be a part of it today.
Get a great deal on the Honda Civic and find your happy place at the Honda Summer Spectacular event.
$0 upfront bankruptcy. Debt Stopper stops your debt.
Are you ready for some football? Day 8 of training camp coming to a close for the Falcons, and tomorrow they're taking their talents to Canton, Ohio for the Hall of Fame game.
They'll square off against the Broncos on Thursday night. It will be the first NFL game since Super Bowl 53 here in Atlanta. All right, Emily Gagnon live from Flowery Branch with everything we need to know before the game. Emily.
Hey guys, so the team leaves tomorrow. They fly out to Canton, Ohio tomorrow, and so are we. We will be live starting at 4 o'clock on Wednesday, bringing you the latest on the game that's being played Thursday, and also we're going to be following a couple of the guys who are being inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I'm talking about former Falcons tight end Tony Gonzalez, the one and only, and of course, former UGA great Champ Bailey, who played for the Broncos for most of his career. Now, I will say for certain, Julio Jones, he will not play Thursday, and more than likely we won't see Deion Jones or Calvin Ridley. Ridley, we still haven't seen him play since Thursday when he tweaked that hamstring. We do have video of when it happened. Steve Franklin, our photographer, he caught it right the second it happened, guys. he's still taking it slow until it's fully recovered. Ridley hasn't participated in 3 practices, but he's on the sidelines watching, taking mental reps. That's important. Head coach Dan Quinn mentioned Ridley's going through night walkthroughs. One thing is sure, Ridley's getting plenty of extra time to hang with his buddy Julio. Here's whose message to Ridley while he waits to get healthy.
We know what Cal can do. What I just preach to him is, just the little things now that we're on the sideline and he's just viewing practice, things like that. Just look at, okay, route depth, how you get in and out of breaks, breathing, just little things to be a great receiver.
Of course, you don't want to see, 2 of the top receivers on this team out, but I will say there is one, perk to it. All of the young guys get more reps. Matt Ryan said he's paying attention to the young guys a little bit more than he would be, so that's a plus. Russell Gage, he was drafted in the 6th round last year, and he's having a great camp, and that's because he is getting more reps. Guys, we might see him as the number 4 receiver, and that is an important spot on this team because the top 3, well, we already know who those guys are. Coming up at 6, Julio Jones, he'll tell you himself that he isn't playing this preseason. It's not happening, guys.
It looks like none of the starters are going to be playing. Emily, you told me that, so that's why I know it. We are following you closely, and we'll talk to you coming up tonight at 6 o'clock. Meanwhile, people turn to CBS46 to get results about a road they say has damaged a number of cars.
Yeah, just ahead, we press the county about fixing potholes and repaving the stretch.
Is TV's biggest summer adventure more exciting than ever? Bank on it.
Oh my God.
New Blood and Treasure tonight.
Results matter, and the numbers don't lie. 250. That's how many times Better Call Harry got results.
I got a check.
Thanks, Harry.
So glad y'all got involved.
He's someone who doesn't take no for an answer.
100%. And that's what they're going to pay, okay?
That's how we're getting results. Weeknights at 11 on CBS 46 News.
For a limited time, ARS Rescue Rooter will buy back your old inefficient HVAC system when we take up to $1,500 off your new heating and cooling system purchase. Visit ARSGeorgia.com.
Call ARS and Rescue Rooter.
In 2018, over 2 million people called our firm in their time of need. Morgan & Morgan also led the fight in some of the most high-profile and important lawsuits in the country, from class actions to shooting cases, from bridge collapses to train wrecks and autonomous car lawsuits, from taking on the NCAA to amusement park accidents and environmental cases. We have the resources to take on the largest corporations in America. We fight them toe-to-toe no matter the size or cost. We don't back down. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com.
Give your home an upgrade with a high-performance roofing system that resists stains year after year. Just call Southern Window and Siding Company. Algae stains can rapidly age your roof, but Atlas Roofing features Scotchguard protection to resist staining for long-lasting beauty. With our $89 installation sale, get a new roof installed for only $89. Great financing, low monthly payments, plus call during this program and receive $500 in customer cash savings. Call now.
Hi folks, Johnny Stivers here for Stivers Decatur Subaru. Summer is here and the deals are hot, like this brand new premium Subaru Crosstrek. Lease here today with only $999 down and $299 a month. This 36-month lease is a steal for one of the hottest crossovers in the market. This vehicle is one of the safest on the road with a 5-star crash rating and standard all-wheel drive. $999 down, $299 a month for only 36 months at Stivers Decatur Subaru, where price sells cars.
Are your drains filled with dirt, grease, or hair? Call ARS Rescue Rooter today for our $69 drain cleaning special. Making it work, making it right. Visit ARSGeorgia.com.
Call ARS and Rescue Rooter.
Time and temperature brought to you by United Community Bank, the bank that's service built.
Right now, we are in storm mode. Severe storms moving throughout metro Atlanta. You can see the radar lit up. A thunderstorm warning is in effect for parts of Cobb, Fulton, and Douglas counties. CBS 46's Ella Dorsey pinpointing it all for you. She'll have an update on your forecast coming up in just a few minutes. Right now, CBS 46 working to get results for people living along a really rough stretch of roadway in DeKalb County.
People who live here tell us they have been complaining about the potholes and other dangerous conditions on South Indian Creek Drive, but to no avail. So they turn to CBS 46's Adam Murphy for help. Adam joins us live now from the Rocky Road. I'm looking at it behind you. It's not, you know, I can't tell right now, but I'm sure you've seen it.
Well, Sean, the only thing the county's done over the last several years to improve road conditions is patch the potholes. That's what you're looking at where I am standing, and they periodically do that. But as we all know, it's just a Band-Aid fix and does not permanently solve the problem.
There's cracks here.
There is nothing that bothers Nancy Wells more than this. She has been complaining about the rough road conditions on South Indian Creek Drive for years. So how frustrated is she?
Don't ask. Very.
The worst stretch is between Redan and Rockbridge Roads, the same spot where Wells damaged her car.
This car, I had to have front end work done. Bushings, struts, alignment, replacement of tires and whatnot for the wear and tear.
She said she spent about $1,000 to make repairs to her PT Cruiser after hitting one too many holes.
Because there have been some near miss with myself, and yeah, I'm concerned with it.
Wells isn't the only one complaining. Her neighbor Jimmy Johnson had a few words to say about it.
People want to be able to drive on a safe road, not something that looks like it came off out in the country somewhere.
So I contacted county officials. They told me they made repairs to the road in January, March, and April, and that South Indian Creek Drive is on the list to be repaved.
People are playing dodgeball on the roadway, trying to keep from having accidents, so something needs to be done and stop making excuses.
Now, a county spokesperson told me they have not scheduled a date to repave this stretch of the roadway because there are other roads in the county that are a little bit higher on the priority list. That being said, this will get done. We'll make sure it gets done. We'll stay on top of it. Live in DeKalb County tonight, Adam Murphy, CBS 46 News.
All right, thank you, Adam. And if you have something you want us to investigate, call 404-327-3131 or email the investigators at cbs46.com. We will work to get results.
Now, CBS 46 Pinpoint Weather, certified Atlanta's most accurate forecast.
Live look south at the city. You can see the very ominous clouds off to the west. It is extremely stormy. Just off to the west, just outside of 285, there is a severe thunderstorm warning for a storm that has been going now for about an hour. This is until 6 p.m. for southern Cobb, eastern Douglas, and central Fulton County. Guys, this storm has 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, small hail, and a lot of lightning in it. And areas along I-20 have been experiencing this heavy rain now for about an hour. So at least about 2 or 3 inches of rain have fallen along that area in Douglas County, right outside of Douglasville. Because of that, you need to stay off the roadways if you live in the area. If you commute home along I-20 and you can give it a few minutes, definitely need to. In the last 10 minutes, the storm has dropped 64 lightning strikes, and the amount of lightning is kind of a quantification of the energy in the storm. So is it weakening? Is it strengthening? Well, it's actually strengthening because there's more lightning than there was 10 minutes ago. So definitely something that you need to keep an eye on. If you live in the Austell area, you've been seeing this heavy rain for about an hour now. Mableton, all the way over through Pebblebrook Estates, now moving into Smyrna, eventually going to reach Marietta, Powder Springs. These are very highly populated, very traveled areas in Cobb County experiencing this extremely heavy rain. And just to the east, now in downtown in Buckhead area and in Vinings, more storms have started to pop up. I wanted to show you this. You see this little line? You can barely see it on the radar. It's called an outflow boundary. It's not actually any rain. It's just a leading edge of cold air that gets pushed out by severe thunderstorms. And this line along which new storms like to form. So I would not be surprised if we get some action going in Fayette County, South Fulton County, and Coweta County here in the coming hour or so. Further up I-75, if you're commuting home from Marietta to Cartersville, you're going to run into pretty moderate rain pretty much the entire way. And up 575 all the way into Cherokee County, seeing some moderate to heavy showers. Zooming out, big picture, there's not too much rain on the radar map, but where the rain is falling, it's falling very heavily. And this could continue until around 8 or 9 p.m. You can see still some isolated showers around sunset for areas like Pickens County and Bartow County in the northern counties. It does look like we'll be dry by midnight. So about a 30% chance for these thunderstorms to continue even after sunset tonight. Tomorrow we get another round. As a cold front nears, we'll see the spotty showers pop up by 3 p.m., becoming more widespread through the afternoon and evening. You can see on the map tomorrow at this time, there's about 5 or 6 pretty heavy cells out there, and we could see a few of these continue even after sunset tomorrow. The vast majority of them will be from Atlanta up to the north and off to the west. That's going to be the focus area for rain, not only through the day tomorrow, but through the majority of the week. Areas south of the city have a much higher chance of remaining dry. Let's talk about the tropics. The Atlantic Ocean is seeing some activity right now. First wave coming off of Africa this year has been given a 20% chance of development over the next 5 days. What that means is there's a low chance that it becomes a named storm through the end of the weekend, but it's going to gain strength slowly as it moves off to the west. So it's something that we're going to watch by this time next week for tropical development and possibly impact on the United States. Another one, Puerto Rico, disorganized cluster of storms, not going to become a named storm, but it is going to move in a northwesterly direction. So by this weekend, we will see the tropical moisture in our area from that storm system. It's not going to bring us any hurricane strength winds or any of that, but it will bring us tropical downpours through the weekend. Overall, guys, we definitely need this rain, so this is a good thing. Just keep the umbrella handy and drive safely on the roads. Speaking of the roads, let's update you with what's happening with Glenn.
If we needed this rain, it is definitely falling on 20. It's been hit all hour long. We moved up to Riverside Parkway, where you can see that cars are barely moving in this area right here. We'll take a closer look and see what this is going on. But first, I want to point out an accident that happened on 285 just south of 20 at an MLK Drive right there. There is one lane that is blocked in that situation, but we are looking at this right here from Douglasville all the way up to 285. You will see that traffic is moving really, really slow in this area. 12 miles per hour westbound. In the eastbound side, 13 miles per hour. So if you're going to be on 20, you definitely want to pack your patience or not even get on just now. Let this storm pass by, and then you can hit the highways. We'll be back in a couple of minutes with another look at traffic. I'm going to send it back over to Sean.
All right, thank you, Glenn. Tonight on CBS 46 News at 9 on Peachtree TV. Lots of movies and TV shows shooting this summer in Atlanta. We're going to take a look at the biggest productions filming around town. Tonight on Peachtree TV, you can watch Blackish at 8 and then join Thomas and myself for CBS 46 News at 9. One person's hack affects the accounts of millions of Capital One customers.
Yeah, myself included. What you need to know if you are a victim.
And new at 6, a change in policy at a well-known supermarket chain leads to a bunch of complaints from customers.
Thanks for making CBS 46 the fastest growing news in Atlanta.
Heart disease doesn't just strike men. It's the #1 killer of women in America. Learn how the symptoms for women may differ from those for men. CBS Cares.
CBS 46 Cares.
It's the summer sale and clearance at Rooms to Go. Time for special clearance savings on this 5-piece bedroom with complete queen bed, dresser, and mirror. Just $688 in your choice of 3 great finishes. Now at the Rooms to Go summer sale and clearance.
Hey, John Lee back again for Southern Window and Siding Company. Did you know a quality roofing system can guard the value and beauty of your home for years to come? And with one call to Southern Window and Siding Company, you can get a roof that's dependable and looks great. Our high-quality Atlas roofing is the only one with Scotchguard protection to resist stains year after year. Get added value and curb appeal in one package. Happiness is looking up to a roof that won't let you down, so don't put it off. Call now and take advantage of our $89 installation sale. Get a new roof installed for only $89. Don't forget to ask about 100% financing and low monthly payments. Plus, last chance to call during this program to get the bonus $500 in customer cash savings. There's never been a better time to replace your roof than now. $89 installation won't last long, and you gotta call now for the $500 in customer cash savings. In Atlanta and throughout North Georgia, 1-800-226-4762.
At Coolray, we promise we won't let you down.
We get it done right for you, all of us.
Your trust means everything.
It's about you.
We won't let you down.
Your happiness is my #1 priority. Atlanta's best.
It's the summer sale and clearance at Rooms to Go. Save big on this leather sofa and love seat set or 2-piece leather sectional. Pick ivory, peacock, or go with terracotta. Just $13.95. On sale at the Rooms to Go summer sale and clearance.
You probably heard of this rapper, A$AP Rocky. He went on trial this morning in Sweden, charged with attacking a 19-year-old last month. There is video that appears to show that the rapper threw the young man to the ground, then punched and kicked him several times. Pictures of the plaintiff's cuts and bruises are now part of the prosecution's case. The charges carry a maximum sentence of 2 years in prison. His arrest turned into an international incident. Celebrities, including President Trump, have been calling for his release.
Clearly, the Swedish justice system has, to some extent, taken this into account, the international sort of pressure.
Rocky posted his own videos on Instagram. In them, he repeatedly told 2 men to leave him alone. He maintains he acted in self-defense.
Now to a CBS 46 consumer alert. We are following the latest on yet another massive data breach. This time it is for Capital One customers. The company is warning personal information may have been compromised. And tonight, CBS 46's Adam Harding has learned who police believe are responsible.
Prosecutors say 33-year-old Paige Thompson was less than secretive online. The U.S. Attorney's Office accusing her of making posts about data theft on an information-sharing website. She didn't even bother to use a fake name. Investigators say she gained access to 140,000 Social Security numbers and 80,000 bank account numbers. The major data breach likely to affect more than 100 million Capital One customers in the U.S. and Canada. Thompson is a former software engineer. She was arrested Monday in Seattle. Investigators believe she wanted to share the information with other users online. The company says they first learned of the stolen info on July 19th. It's believed those impacted applied to Capital One as far back as 2005. The banking company says, based on our analysis to date, we believe it is unlikely that the information was used for fraud or disseminated by this individual. However, we will continue to investigate. Capital One is now notifying customers, offering free credit monitoring and identity protection services. The company stands to lose anywhere from $100 to $150 million, all because of this breach. This latest data breach comes only a week after Equifax announced a massive $700 million settlement following its own breach of private information. I'm Adam Harding, CBS 46 News.